Don't forget the ads feed the ducks, and the ducks we're raising this year we're donating to the local food banks. If you want to help out the Duck Adventure, the link below, 50 Ducks in a Hot Tub, you can buy one of these t-shirts. You can donate monthly, you can make one-time donation, and the most important thing you can do is like the video, and don't forget to share it, guys. Doug and I are back from town. It's a bit later than I wanted, but you know, I'm back. It's the afternoon, and the ducks are having a blast. A little bit freaked out when I first came down here, but they're calming down now. Let's do a little videotaping here and get some memories happening, guys, and say goodbye to the ducks, because I don't think tomorrow. Well, we'll see how tomorrow goes. I got to set up some things here for the for the transport and that. So I don't know if I'm going to get out here on the water with the ducks tomorrow. I hope I do. And another note, guys, you're probably, by the time you watch this, you're going to notice that there's a big delay in the videos coming out. Well, that's because I have a choice here. I could be in the house editing or out here capturing this, and we just release it a little bit late. So that's what's happening here. You know, it's really starting to set in, guys, what's going on here. I think I've been in denial. But now that we're getting so close, I'm getting a little bit freaked out. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not getting a little bit freaked out. I am freaked out, actually. It's amazing how you can get attached to these birds. And it makes it harder because, you know, now they're at that stage in life where they start getting attached to you and they start doing things, you know, like right now they're all coming around the boat here to stare at me. It's another beautiful day though. It's supposed to rain, which it feels it because the wind has actually changed. The wind's coming from the south right now, which this morning it was a north wind. So the weatherman might be right. Tomorrow might be a really warm day. They're saying it's supposed to be like something like 15 degrees and raining. And then the nasty weather returns after that. .360 ducks. Oh, there's little stripper duck. She's always the one that's the farthest away. And that little left leg of hers, you know, it doesn't even really paddle. What a little cute duck. Now there's a pretty duck, guys. Well, Muskogee, of course. That Muskogee we were just looking at on the shoreline, she just swam, or just flew behind me. That's a pretty little duck. Some serious mating action going on, guys. That's all the noise you're hearing right now is the males courting the females. There are some freaking gorgeous ducks, man. I'm telling you, today is, I'm just, like, they're all around me here. I'm actually getting good views of them. Like that one there, I love that color of her head. That's a pretty head. Look at this, they're coming right over the boat to look at me. Hey Doug, sit, you're knocking me over. Sit, Doug. Be good. No, Doug. Sit doesn't mean crawl on top of me. Sit. No, Doug. No, don't get on top of me. Doug, sit. Back. Sit. Sit down, Doug. There, that's a good dog. Oh, I know. You're jealous when I talk about the ducks. Well, guys, you know, I've been reading your comments, and you know, and you know, it seems that everybody's thinking that I missed that coyote. I'm starting to think here, the way the ducks are acting, I hit the coyote. because the ducks are totally relaxed. And I know that coyote was, running the shore line here because I walked around the shoreline when I was looking for his body, and there are trails all over the place. So he was haunting the ducks down here on the water, and that's why even on the water they weren't relaxed, because this coyote was running around the shoreline. And plus, I've noticed also that the ducks are much calmer around Doug. They're not freaking out all the time about Doug. They're moving quick because another duck is swimming over here from the other side. This group decided to move fast, which caused them all to move quick. But little stripper, she's over there just relaxing. She's not too worried. She's had lots of bad things happen to her, so she's basically telling the ducks, hey, relax. Until you've had your neck ripped off. Okay, Doug, sit. Just looking around the lake here, the water is completely covered in duck down. There's little duck down pieces, like you can actually look down the lake and it looks like snow sitting on top of the water, which it's impossible for snow to sit on top of water, but it's all the duck down that's skimming along on top of the water. The whole lake's covered. I'm so glad that the ducks' last days here are relaxing and enjoyable for them. I just wish I would have got that coyote sooner. I tried though. I tried my damnedest, man. That guy, he was good this year. Plus, he was really ballsy. All the times that he came right into the yard when I was in the pen, and snaffled ducks up, and ran through and looked at me like haha, and then take off. But I'm just curious where his friends are, because I've heard them at night. About 3 weeks ago, I heard a pack of them chattering in the bush. But it's the same as last year. As soon as I shot that one coyote, they just disappeared. It seems that once you get one, even if there's food here, they leave. It's almost like they know that it's just dangerous here, and not to come back. Even as tempting as it is, it's not worth the risk of getting offed. That deformed duck, man. Look at that bill on that thing. There's two of them. I don't know. I haven't seen two at once, but I see one here, one there all the time. And don't forget to like the video and share it with your friends, and enjoy the show. How tomorrow is going to unfold here, guys? Well, update on my situation at the same time. I'm going to be filing bankruptcy here next week, Tuesday to be exact. And I'm going to try to keep the house. I've got to somehow cover the overhead here on the house and still make poverty, which is going to be a trick because the overhead is greater than poverty. And that's basically what I'm going to do. I'm going to be basically I'm going to be counting on you, the fans, to fund the show. That's it. If you don't fund the show, basically the bottom line what will happen is that I won't be able to afford to stay here, and then I'll eventually have to default on my mortgage and give up the house. But right now I'm not going to get kicked out next week. I'm not going to get kicked out in November as it stands right now. I'm going to wing it, guys. I'm going to wing it on the show with your support. And once I get the final numbers all put together exactly, I'm going to do a big budget for the next 9 months to keep the show going, what it's going to cost to feed the ducks, to keep the property, just to keep the whole ball rolling here online. And then I'm going to throw it out to you guys. What do you want to do and who's going to do what? And, I'm going to be at the mercy of the internet is basically what's going to happen here. But if all else fails, I'm willing to accept it and just pack up the old cube van and let it take me as far as I can, and we'll videotape that. Make a show out of it. Doug and I, whatever happens, guys. All I know is that I don't have to worry next month. I'm not going to get booted out of here. Officially on Tuesday, everything's going to be stayed. So they can't do that to me anymore. So what I'm going to do tomorrow with the ducks, I'm going, I know I hatched 680 ducks. I've got about 80 breeders. I've lost a lot of breeders this year to old age and and probably predators. I don't know what's I'm gonna end up keeping for breeders for the winter. I know one thing: I want pretty ducks, and there's a lot of pretty ducks. So I'm 99% sure every pretty female there is ain't going tomorrow. I'm going to keep some ducks for myself for food. I'm going to do my own little cull here, not like last year. It's going to be a little cull, probably about 50, 60 ducks. Top up my freezer because I've still got some ducks left from last year. But I need to have food to continue myself here because this is a channel about growing and raising your own food, and I've got to feed myself, or I can't pretty well videotape weak and starving. So that's what's going to happen. I think probably it's going to be somewhere between 550 to 580 ducks are going to go, depending on what the predators took. I don't know what the final count is predator-wise, but we'll know this tomorrow. And there's going to be a big delay on all the videos coming out, as you know, because I'm out here videotaping instead of editing. And there's a lot going to be happening here tomorrow, which I'm going to try to videotape all of it, show you guys what the poultry trucks look like, and the whole bit. Just like I do normally, show you everything I can. And that's what's happening here, guys. So once I have more information, I'm going to dump it on your laps and you can decide what to do. And now let's return to the ducks. I think we got something happening here, guys. The ducks are doing some freaking and peeking, like otter type freaking and peeking. And Doug is really interested. He won't listen to me. He's doing a lot of sniffing. But it's not like it's something along the shoreline. It's something in the water. But like these ducks just came up, but they're not panicking. The other ones that just came out panicked. But then again, hey, ducks are paranoid. So I'm going to turn the camera off here and just do a little rifle sitting, just to wait and see what's going on here, because it is that time of year, that an otter would show up again. It could be a different family of otters, not the same one that I dealt with in August. That family of otters is a couple short, actually. But see, they get panicked and then they calm down and then they start swimming towards me again. It's almost like false alarms. And it's not true panic, where they go into that big circle. Because that's true panic, because when they go into the circle, but they don't seem to be that freaked out. It's almost like it's a casual freak. Because they're all over the place. It's bizarre. Well, if an otter does show up, okay, this is really strange, guys. Doug and I are the only ones sitting here. There's nothing around us. Except Doug is, he's really, I don't know what it is. He's not upset, but it could be just the ducks setting him off. Because I know when the ducks get upset, this is, he gets concerned. But I don't see anything around, guys. But then again, I'm not the best when it comes to sighting things. Usually the animals tell me where the crap is and then I deal with it. I'm just one of those stupid humans with severely handicapped, senses. Yeah, they're absolutely nothing. It's like glass out here. Now there's a gorgeous duck, guys. I've seen that duck, off and on all year, but I never really get a good look at it. And I never have the camera either when I go to show it to you. Or when I want to show it to you, I should say. It's got the most gorgeous color. Okay, Doug's got real ants in his pants. The more the ducks are freaking, the more Doug's getting upset. But they're freaking out, but they're still being cash. I don't get it. Alright, male, get out of the way. Come on, move, male duck. Alright, not gonna have it. See, that little female wants to be done. Look at the colors of her. She got the, it's just like, it's brown almost. She's really pretty. I like her a lot. Chocolate color, light milky chocolate color. She wants to get done bad here. She's deciding, there's two males, one on each side of her. She doesn't know which one to court. Dougie refuses to listen to me. He's something, ants in his pants. He wants to jump out of the boat, but he doesn't have his fur up, so I don't know what's going on. But the ducks are back to the creek here. Some of them are coming up to me, checking me out. They're really quite relaxed actually, considering how much freaking out they're doing. But it's not the same kind of freaking as last week. It's like a chillin' freak, you know? Well, I'm just going to sit here and give them time to come out. The geese are curious, checking me out. What is it, Doug? Is there something here again? Well, if there is something here, it's going to get a surprise because I'm actually locked and loaded here today. Just in case. Well, at least the geese are coming up to me. And don't forget to like the video and share it with your friends and enjoy the show. It's a weird afternoon, guys. I think they're so busy courting each other. They're not really interested in swimming around. It's pretty well non-stop courting. The males are making that sound, and then the females, are bobbing the heads, and it's pretty well a sexathon here this afternoon. And any freaking they're doing here, it's all temporary freaking, and then they calm down. Oh, little stripper. And they keep moving to the wrong side of the boat. I get everything set up on one side of the boat, get set up to to do some filming, and then they move. Now they're going off to the other side. That's all they're doing this afternoon, guys, is courting. It's that time of year. Their egg laying season's going to start soon. Real soon. They keep coming over the boat, though. Checking me out. So the problem I have is I get Doug laying on one side of the boat, and then I hang over the other side of the boat, because we can't have Doug and I both on the same side or the boat gets really close to tipping. So then the ducks move on me, and then I have to get Doug to move over to the other side so I can go move to the other side. It's like a lot of screwing around. Oh, look at that for a pretty duck right there, guys. Another pretty one. Oh, there's so many gorgeous ducks. Just giving me the stare down here. Swim close, stare at me. See, something just freaked them out. They're moving quick here. I've got my eyes peeled, guys, for anything in the water. I've shot off a round with the rifle, just in case, you know, there was something on the shore, stalking the ducks. But yet, then they get all freaked out. Then they come over here and they start courting each other. You know, they got sex on the mind. It's almost like, you know, they're getting freaked and then, oh, back to sex. And my sniffer dog here is doing nothing but just sitting here sniffing. Nothing major. Except he gets upset when the ducks lose it. But that's just him reacting to their, their panic. And it doesn't help them, the scobies are setting them off too. They're doing all kinds of swimming and flying. Just listen to the ducks, you know, they freak out. And then they come over and all they're doing is mating. Freaked out sex. Look who's coming down from the yard. The two dirty muscovies. There's one, and there's the other one. Just get her head wet. You know, get in the water and clean yourself up, you dirty woman. They just came down from the yard. I watched them walk down. So Mo's up there with only 2 females. But I don't understand these ducks. So they freak out just to go to another part of the lake to court each other. Everything is about courting today. That little dirty female, now she's going, it looks like Angel actually, she's going back up to the yard. She came down and did a little bit of a bath, and now she's going back up to the yard. Well guys, all the ducks are doing is courting, cleaning. They're back in the creek here. They go in the creek, they seem to get out of the water, they clean themselves up, you know, do a bunch of grooming. and then go back in the water and court each other, and then get out of the water, groom themselves. It's like a bunch of teenagers getting ready to go out on Saturday night. And they can't make up their minds what they want to wear. And I've moved the boat now 3 times to different locations, trying to get closer to them, and it ain't working. No matter where I move the boat, they go to another location on me. You believe it or not, this is the 3rd time they've gotten up on this shoreline and groomed themselves, and then they get back in the water, and then they start, the courting. And then they'll do a freaking peek, and then go back to courting. And I've shot off 4 rounds so far, just to make sure there's nothing here. Well, they're back to the creek again. I shoot the rifle off, and it doesn't even faze them, guys. They barely even move. They're so conditioned to the loud bangs. They've got that quack courting sound today. Well, they're not giving me much. I'm gonna go and do some editing. I got a lot of editing to do. And if they were out here in the water, we could get some good footage. But just sitting here videotaping them in the mouth of the creek is really not that interesting. Come on, dogs, come on out before I leave. Watch, I'll go to the dock and they'll come over to the dock. Well, let's give that a crack. Actually, look at that, guys. They're starting to sneak back to the house. Muscovies are heading back. Once they start, the rest will follow. They can't make their minds up what they want to do. Swim up the creek, down the creek, up the creek. I'm going to the dock and we'll see if they follow me. And don't forget to like the video and share it with your friends and enjoy the show. Something was going on when Doug and I were down at the lake, and even the Muscovies got freaked out there at one point. Now they are pretty distracted today, doing a lot of mating action, but something was causing them to be, we'll put it this way, every time they went down the creek, something was going on that was causing them to come back from the creek. And a bunch of Muscovies came down to the creek, and then they took off back to the yard, and they actually flew. So I'm gonna go sit in my my coyote waiting spot, and I'm gonna see what happens. Who knows? I might just be wasting my time here, but something tells me we might have a visitor, because I do know there's more than one coyote. And those Muscovies were down at the creek, and then they panicked and then stopped halfway and just were in a tight circle. And for Muscovies to panic, there's got to be something here. Well, I wouldn't say got to, but there's a really good chance. So I'm gonna go on to my hiding spot, and we'll sit in here and wait. The ducks have seemed to calm down, and they're working their way in. Oh, now they're panicking, they're going back out. They come down the creek, and then they panic and go back out to the lake. But absolutely no sign of anything. But if he's going to make an appearance, he's going to make an appearance right when he makes the attack. Well, it's been about 40 minutes. ducks are, they haven't panicked in a while, and it's starting to rain. Weatherman was right. He said 30% chance. Well, it's just starting now. I'm gonna let a couple rounds off, and then ducks can come home when they're ready. But they're all just hanging around there in the creek. The rain's just starting. Oh, sign of them. Of course, the ducks haven't done any freaking though. They only came up the creek once and then lost it and went back out. Since I've been sitting here the last 40 minutes, so who knows. But I know there are more because I have seen two at once actually, and I've heard them at night chattering. About what, 3 weeks ago there I told you guys about that. I'll discharge a couple rounds here and they'll leave if they are here. But I don't understand the ducks to just hanging in the creek like this. It doesn't make any sense. Alright, rain's getting harder. I'm gonna go. Ducks don't even get fazed by the bangs. Well guys, my rifle's getting wet. And there's no sign of them. These are the two Muscovies that went down to the creek and had a bath and then came back. Just look how rough those feathers are. Just trying to dry herself off. Flicking her wings. An angel. You look terrible, bird. Man, Muscovies, they go through some wicked, I don't know, is it feather roller coaster rides? Crazy stuff. Oh, look at all these Muscovies. I didn't even know we're back here. Oh, right, these are the Muscovies that got freaked out and then came running back. Totally forgot about them. Which was very strange because Muscovies never get freaked out. Look at the Muscovie. She's looking up. Something's above us. It was a crow, guys. Muscovies and Doug. Crow problems. Well, the ducks started to rush home, and I thought, oh, I'll get a rush home up the ladder. I hope I'm not up here without a gun for... Oh, the Muscovies are flying back out. I hope I'm not up here going to videotape a duck getting killed. I just fired off 4 rounds. I can't see anything still being here. Come on, ducks. I'll turn the camera on when it starts to happen. So when I came up the ladder, the ducks freaked out, went back out to the lake. So I ran back to the house, got the rifle. I've got the rifle up here. Got obviously the camera with me, but I have no safety strap. So I've got to be really careful what I'm doing up here right now. But right now the ducks are at the mouth of the creek, and they're thinking about coming home. Only 2 ducks, so we'll just wait here. Well, the ducks are taking their time, and it's starting to rain, of course. It was raining earlier, and then it stopped. But if they don't come pretty soon, I'm going to have to give up on this idea because the rain's getting stronger and my camera's getting wet. Ironically, it's Muscovies that are starting to rush home here. They're at the front. It's actually Sidewinder that's at the front here. He's the lead duck tonight. Oh, something just freaked him out again. Skittish ducks tonight. We've got this one group of Muscovies that are coming home. There's one behind it, one lone Muscovy behind. But the rest of the ducks are thinking twice, thinking hard. And of course it's starting to rain harder. They just don't seem motivated here. Muscovies though, they're moseying back. This is like the 5th time they've done this, guys. They come down, they freak out, then head back out. Now I've got the rifle hanging on my shoulder here, but I'm going to put the camera back down and get ready with the rifle because they do the exact same thing. Look at that. It's like something's here. And I'm wearing the wrong boots to be in Australia. I've been up in the ladder now for like an hour. I'm wearing running shoes. I need my work boots and it's too late. I can't leave. Something's freaking them right out again. And I'm getting ready with the rifle here and I'm putting the camera down, guys. And don't forget to like the video and share it with your friends and enjoy the show. Okay, the ducks have gone back out on the lake, and because I had the rifle, I was sitting here ready. I missed like 9 Muscovy females fly back to the lake, and it was all at once. There was like 9 birds in the air. I was like, wow, what an awesome sight! Oh, I don't have the camera running. That one there on top of the rack is the last female that's left, and she's probably going to leave any second because they all jumped up onto the rack there, and then all of a sudden they just took off. Back to the lake. We're probably going to spend the night down there. I'm going to put my rubber boots on and I'm going to go down there and give them an escort home. All the Muscovies that came home are going back to the lake, the little buggers. I bet you they're going to spend the night down there. Even Sidewinder's going back. They came back, had a snack out of the feeder, and now they're heading back to the lake. Okay, I've decided not to give them an escort. They're like almost all of them are back out on the lake. It's believe it or not, it's 5:45. Muscovy male flying into the lake. So I'm gonna sit here and wait, and we'll see what happens. This is the 3rd time they've tried to come down the creek. They're staying to the left of the creek. Something on the right-hand side is freaking them out, which is exactly where the coyote came from last year. Is on the right-hand side. But they're definitely not relaxed right now, I tell you that much. They're going back out again. It's probably not turning out too good on the video because of all the grass in front of me. But it's actually a perfect spot to take a shot from. You just need the coyote to lunge out, try to take a duck, and I can take my shot. Well, they all left and went out back onto the water. They do not like the creek tonight. Okay, 3 more Muscovies are leaving. The way it's going, I'm not going to have any Muscovies in the yard tonight. Crazy birds going down to the lake. Okay, the ducks are coming back. In a freaked out mess. And of course my log is wet because of all the rain. So my bum is cold. You know, all those freaked out ducks. And Muscovies are just casually walking back down through the whole mess, back to the lake. Okay, it looks like the ducks are making a rush for it. Oh, this would have been awesome on the ladder. Yeah, they're coming all at once. Damn, if I was up in the ladder, this would be awesome. Yeah, that would have been a really cool video to see that from the ladder. But they're staying away from the right-hand side of the creek. And the Muscovies are swimming out to the lake. Crazy birds. And there's another Muscovy walking out. You know, wouldn't you know it, I spent like an hour up in that ladder. That would have been such a good rush to catch. Plus all the footage of the Muscovies flying back, but I thought for sure the way things were going down here, we had a visitor that needed to be taken care of. Ducks coming home. One more night coming home, guys. Let's look at that. It's too bad I wasn't in the ladder, guys. Damn it. What a nice little duck train, though. Well, maybe tomorrow night I'll get a chance to get the final rush home from the ladder perspective. Thought for sure I was going to get it tonight. Something was freaking them out. And I can't believe that something was even here because honestly, guys, I've shot, like, I bet you I've shot off 10 rounds this afternoon. It doesn't make any sense, you know, because, you know, I saw how fast that coyote ran when I shot him Sunday morning, you know, after I hit him, and he... Oh, there's that little ruined Limpy from the spring, the little... She's still going. Duck with a limp. Well, there's the Muscovies that flew back when I was up in the tree. I wonder if they're going to stay overnight or if they're going to come back. Looks about 14 or 15. It's just bizarre the ducks were so freaked out. And it was the right hand or left hand side of the creek. You know, and I shot off like at least 10 rounds today. It makes no sense. Dougie was sleeping. Oh, the ducks are all in the pen. Everybody's in. Right on. They must not be free out. Actually, they're all at the back of the pen too. Well, let's go for a walk. I think tonight the freak out at the creek was just the ducks being paranoid. The fact that they're in the pen right now and they're actually at the back of the pen means that there was nothing in the swamp. Let's look at the... Let's take a look, guys. I know they're at this end. I wonder if the Muscovies are sleeping down at the lake. I got a hunch they are. Those birds are such rebels. Are they ever calm tonight, though? Sorry about the jiggling camera, guys. I've got the flashlight in the wrong hand here. I just switched there. Oh, duckies, you leave tomorrow. Actually, this time tomorrow we'll be loading them in the truck. We got some confused ducks here in the corner. Look at this. Come on, ducks. You can't go that direction. He's got his head stuck through the wire. Come on, little duck. You're in the wrong place. Okay, duck back. Duck back. Get back, duck. Get back. Relax, duck. Holy moly, man. Have you never gotten in the pen before? Alright, so free. Look at that. I've never gone to the pen before. I don't know what gate to go in. It's all new to me. You know, you gotta wonder how many times a duck's gotta go into a pen to know how to go into the pen. All right. All right, we're powered up. This is it. This is the last night for the whole crew. Big sort tomorrow. All right, I'm gonna go in. Well, screwed up over actually this. I'm not dealing with it too well, guys. And don't forget to like the video and share it with your friends.